here. Here. And let me just turn. Alright guys, just departing our Penang clubhouse. I just had lunch here, and so it's the end of 2020, and today it's I'm here for okay. So what happened? Why am I here? What brought me to Penang? A few weeks back they announced that the Penang ferry was going to shut down, and I felt a tinge of sadness in me, because I've always had a soft spot for the ferry. Right, every time when I go to Penang, right, for whatever reason, I've always made a point to take the ferry on the trip back, if time permits. Yeah, because I enjoy it. Because I enjoy just driving out to the ferry, and getting down from the car or wind down the windows and just feel the breeze blowing against me. So when I heard that the ferry was going to be shut down, I was a bit sad lah. But my dear wife, as I didn't mention it to her, but she just messaged me. I was not at home at the time. She just messaged me, hey, I booked a trip to Penang. All right, 3 days 2 nights on New Year's Eve. So I said, oh, okay. So here we are, and I'm gonna try out the ferry. So right now, as I record this, right, we heard that the federal government has stepped in and said, they're going to bring the ferry back. All right, they're going to keep the ferry running, but state government says no. So at the end of it, right now, we do not know whether by 1st of January the ferry will be running or not. Because there are some reports that say the ferry will run, but will not be taking cars. So yeah, so I've decided to go and do it. Take this ferry one more time. Maybe my last time taking the Penang ferry, for memory's sake. Oh, special shout out to Tana for lending me his DJI Osmo action camera. I'm trying this out as a potential replacement for my Sony 4K action cam. So yeah, I'm going to review the quality of footage recorded in this video, and we'll decide whether will I go for this or for my GoPro Hero 9 next. As some of you may notice in some of my recent videos, my Sony 4K camera has fallen victim to this problem where the focus, the autofocus system, the autofocus sensor is it gets misaligned, and the camera is unable to focus properly to get a sharp image, right? So it's impacted the quality of some of my videos, and yeah, so I'm going to replace that camera with either the Osmo Action that Tana has lent me here, or the GoPro Hero 9. So this is also my trial video for the Osmo Action to decide whether would I want this or not. Oh, crap. This is the queue going to the ferry. So the time now is 2:30. Let's see what time do I like even get near enough to smell the ferry. It's 3:35, more than an hour. We're just about to turn in to the terminal, but still far from reaching there yet. So there you see, guys, over there, that's one ferry in the sea coming here. These other two ferries, they are docked, and that's the queue of cars. So So right over there, there is a banner hanging there says perkhidmatan ferry untuk motosikal dan basikal sahaja bermula 1st of January 2021. So if that's the case, then maybe they are still proceeding with the decision to not what you call it, to stop the ferry service for cars at the end of this year. So it's 4:30 and we are just about to go into the toll gate, but still it's like every car is needing what, a whole minute to pay. No touch and go, only pay cash. 7 tunai saja. Okay, sini RM7 cik. Cik 70 sen. Terima kasih. Alright, past the toll. Let's make our way. Let's see whether can we sempat to board this ferry or not. Oh, looks like we are going on to the upper deck of the ferry. Nice.
You see train?
I want tea.
Yeah, the side there.
Train, yes.
I want tea.
Jalan kaki sahaja.
Yeah.
Wow, I want to.
Yeah, train down there.
Yeah. Nice. That's okay.
Well, I would do that lah if I'm
Wow,
not
so
carrying my
many
own
kids.
family.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
Alright,
3, 4,
so
5.
2 hours of waiting, we are finally like on the jetty, waiting to board the ferry. Okay, time for the Penang ferry selfie. Hi, smile. So it's 4:45. The queue of cars is still there, and yeah. We waited here for about 15 minutes. So of course we're just waiting for the next ferry to arrive, unload the cars, and this group of cars will go in. So you can see here over this side is where the pedestrians and maybe even the motorcycles going. These are pedestrians. You can walk into the ferry from here. This is where the cars are queuing up. And last time, it's always been, you know, in my previous experience, the part queuing to the ferry always takes a long time. This is no different, but maybe this time around everybody's feeling nostalgic. People people just want to experience this. Maybe they're not sure whether the ferry will continue to serve again. They want to experience it one last time, just like what I'm doing here. So the queue today has been extra long. It's about 2 hours 15 minutes waiting for my turn just to get into the ferry. I won't be surprised by the time the ferry reaches Georgetown. The total time I've taken from queuing to reaching would have been 3 hours. Would have been enough time for me to get back to KL already. Yeah. Hey, and we are moving off. It's 5 p.m. We are finally moving off. The last 2.5 hours of waiting, even my kids were getting restless. So just now I saw some of the pedestrians were walking into the ferry. Now they've let the cars in. Oh, and nice. So this one we are going onto the mixed deck, where we have cars with pedestrians. We're going to go down here. And let me just turn you guys outside this way. Oh, nice. So now you guys can read Sejarah Ringkas Ferry. So this ferry began for the first time in 1894. And yeah, I'll go down and read this later lah. Okay. Yeah. So you can see here, this is where all the people. These are seats for passengers. And let me just bring you guys down. So you can see people are still walking into the ferry. And well, they're getting ready. Ah, okay, boleh. We have to off the engine. Right. And so yeah, in 1984, this ferry service was taken over by Lembaga Pelabuhan Pulau Pinang. And yeah, a year later, a new jetty was built in Church Street. Okay. So 1956, 2 new jetties were built in Pengkalan Raja Tun Uda and Penang Island side, and Pangkalan Sultan Abdul Halim and Batu side. So people are boarding the ferry here. Right. Just bring you around. And so this particular ferry over there also has stalls, fruit stalls. Thank you. Food stalls for you to buy things to makan. Alright. Got buy drink, all the. So I wonder how these guys, what's next for these guys. And there's toilet over there. And of course the fun thing about sitting in ferries, at least during pre-COVID days where I've been here, you stand here and feel the breeze blowing towards you. But now in this age of COVID, I would rather not be too close to the crowd in front. Alright, going back to my car. The ferry's still not moved yet. So my wife and sister-in-law are busy with their selfies next to the edge of the ferry. Okay, selfie time. So they are closing the gate. It's my first time seeing this happen in front of me, actually. So the bridge retracts. And the ferry gets ready to depart. That's the ladder to the bridge, which obviously is not open to public access. And we are departing. You can see we are moving off. Okay, I need to pee.
Really too much for me. What'll I do? What'll I do? What'll I do? Alright. So
So let's go back to the front section of the ferry again. Oh, it's a large crowd of people. Too much for my appetite. I'm staying at the more socially distanced side of the ferry. Appropriate, right? That I brought my Penang plate car for this occasion. That to me, guys, to me, right, I've always felt there's a special sense of romance, of occasion. Every time I take this ferry, it's a nice one. Okay, picture time with my wife, guys. Check it out, guys. That's the other ferry coming the opposite direction. Oh yeah. Right, ferry is about to dock. Start our engines. Boom. I think first we have to wait for the passengers to disembark first. I think we have to wait for the pedestrians to disembark first. Right.
Nah, the auntie non-stop selfie from just now.
Yep. So the pedestrians are being let down first, and and drivers are all getting back into their cars.
You're already in the boat.
Yeah. My elder daughter is asking when are we going to get on the boat, but she doesn't realize that we are already in the boat.
On the boat.
On the boat.
Today we're on the boat already, actually.
Alright.
Take us half hour.
Yep. So it's 5:25 total time. Indeed, really 3 hours just to get from queuing to reach Georgetown.
Wow, did you see cruise ship? We're already on the boat. On the boat. Okay.
We
After
go
this
find
we
the
go,
boat.
okay? Okay? Yes, but she sleeps so angrily. Hit you up.
Enterprise to Captain Kirk. Come in, Captain. Enterprise to Captain.
Hey HP. Messi. 我 call Messi。你講啦。Is this for what 啊？喺邊度？啊。哦。哦。OK，誒，你等陣先啦，我揸緊車，我 call 翻你。拜拜。Okay, so let's driving off, and that's it. Our ferry ride is over.
Yeah, all sudden crying. She must have bad dream.
You can see over there that's the next group of cars queuing to get on board the ferry.